Our top story this hour, a pitch to bring more skiers into American Fork Canyon using a gondola has plenty of people worried about the impact.
You know, I think we've been left out of this intentionally because that's what developers do. And so now American Fork is, or not American Fork, but Utah Valley is finally getting involved because now we're aware of the encroachment into American Fork Canyon.
I believe that any of you that want to participate in this process should be able to do that. In my opinion, there are no proposals. Nothing's in concrete. Through the American Fork visioning process, we have talked about a lot of ideas, and I'm going to in a minute present some of those to you, but there are no concrete proposals. You know, nothing is, there are no building plans. There are just a lot of ideas that we have put forward as a part of this process, like we hope all stakeholders will do.
We haven't been aware in the past, and so I would say to all of you, just be aware of what you're up against. This is a machine that's about making money, and that's really all they're concerned about.
The process is at that point right now where every good idea should be put on the table.
I think that the process is something that we need to go through and talk about. My concern again is the newness of it, because everything, when I was working for Senator Mike Lee's office, you know, this has been talked about for some time. We've gone through this is the second forest ranger that's come in where we're talked about this, and it kind of died. And then all of a sudden it's come back up, and now there's this land swap that seems to be this critical key point, which I personally don't have enough information on. I know I've talked with Bob. Bob came down and spoke with us, you know, and talked about it. At one point in time, I know the commissioners had in place a text amendment, and Bob would probably have everything.
But I feel like I'm a stakeholder, and you've said multiple times that you want to get all the stakeholders to the table to discuss the options. And it sounds like in less than a month, there's going to be a vote that's going to help decide the future of AFCanyon that we all love. Would you consider putting that vote off, at least for the portion that affects Utah County, until we can feel like a stakeholder that's been involved in the process that hasn't really been you've said it's been open, but I don't think anyone has known that it's been going on. Would that be something that you'd consider?
Yeah, I really can. It's
on that. It was basically saying, let's keep this over in Salt Lake County, let's not let it come over here into Utah County.
It's been discussed again through the previous wilderness bill. It's been thoroughly discussed and vetted, you know, through the whole Mountain Accord process with hundreds of stakeholders.
So my name is Dale Goodman. I'm the Public Works Director here in American Fork City, and I'm a council member in a community here in Utah Valley. So I have an interest in the water rights, water conservation and such, and have big concerns with development in the watershed and the use of water there. But as a Public Works Director, I deal every day with developers, and that's all Snowbird is, just another developer with dollar signs as their primary concern. And enough is never enough for a developer. There's always more money out there that they want to make, and that's their biggest concern. And so it may be pristine wilderness, but they're looking at that pristine wilderness and saying, well, that's a south-facing slope. I can't use that for skiing, so I'm willing to get rid of that. So I agree with you. I understand that's important, pristine wilderness.